I have the maximum amount of kids that you can have in a NIAC accredited school. NIAC stands for the National Association for Education of Young Children. So with the school consolidation proposal that's out there, it's really going to hurt me, and especially I brought 2 of my students to show you, just so that paper and people have a visual. What happens to these students, my students, when we consolidate schools? I get more kids, and right now it's just hard for me to be able to service 10 students who have IEPs that are about 34 pages long of all different objectives and goals that they need to meet. I feel that teachers, especially first-year teachers like me who have no tenure, no protection until after we pass the team, we don't have a voice. So I'm happy to be able to now know every one of you that's here pretty much for the same cause, and that we just can't consolidate schools because there's a couple issues. Transportation increase. Oh, by the way, when we consolidate schools, you hear that people are going to say that it's going to save money. It actually increases the cost. But there's a couple, and there's a couple reasons for that. One, transportation. Like if it's going to be so longer for your kids to be on the bus. The level off salary benefits for the generous districts, teacher pension system. So these issues, in addition to the fact that it's basically forced school consolidation, and I don't think that it's really a democracy to think that they can force things on us. I don't know. And I think from a teacher's perspective, the problem with the legislature, the problem with the Senate and the House and the people that are proposing this legislation is that they're not working 9 to 3 in my shoes in a classroom. So they don't have 10 students with all different needs that they're teaching. And it's so hard for people that aren't in the system to really know what the system is about if they aren't doing it. So I just think it's time for the state government to really put together some sort of community discussion or some task force, because I just think that we need to have a conversation about this, rather than them saying, well, okay, well, you're going to lose your education cost sharing if you don't choose to consolidate. I don't think that that's really fair. And I hope that you can help support the teachers. Waterbury is a school district with over 21,000 kids. So we have our problems just with the system itself. So imagine when more kids are coming in from Southbury, Middlebury, Waterbury. As a teacher, I just can't service these kids. If I get more than what I'm required to have, I have to work beyond the hours that I'm getting paid for, and I'm not even getting compensated for it. So I hope that you can help support me and support the teachers that feel like we don't have as big of a voice, and I just really think that it's time for the state government to really change the way that we're talking about this issue, and I just think it's time for them. It's time for us to change the course. So thank you very much.